recommend channel. Subscribe.
Welcome back to the Civic content. Now, it has been some time and I am sorry about that. Just been really busy on the channel and also just been busy with work. So the car is back in the garage for some works. Now, in the last video, you may have seen that Chris, he went and restored the entire car in this Nighthawk black color. It is so nice, so fresh in person. And since then, I've actually parked it out the back. It's been sitting undercover for 2.5 months. It's covered in dust. So in this video, we're going to give the Civic some love. Now, in the thumbnail, you may have seen, I have picked up I wouldn't say they're my dream wheels, but they are the wheels I've always intended for this car. So this car, it is inspired by the Art of Attack Civic. And yeah, I've picked up these wheels and I will show you guys soon. And I've promised myself before we go ahead and fit those wheels, I am going to do some much needed maintenance on my Civic. Now the D-Series Cup is coming up in a month and it's time to service this car to make sure it's ready for the next few track days. Now, since I bought the car, I've serviced it once when I bought it. So it's been more than 2 years. I don't even know what oil's in there. It's done 3 track days and a road trip down to Winton. So it really needs an oil change. So we're going to change the oil, the filter, the fuel filter, and also address a really leaking oil pan. So in the meantime, somewhere along today, it's going to be a bit of a vlog. We're going to head off to my mate Owen's place. He's got some headers for me. And then, yeah, we're going to fit them. We're going to put a new gasket on the oil pan and then we will fit the wheels tonight. Let's get into the video. Let's have a look. Now this is the extent of my oil leak. It is really bad. You can see it's all over the oil pan. Don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's underneath the timing cover as well. It's on the headers and all over the gearbox. Now, I'm not going to pretend that it's just coming from the oil pan. It is coming from absolutely every single seal that could be leaking. It's probably leaking. The main 2 seals are probably going to be the oil pan gasket and probably the remain, which obviously I'm not going to change in this video. But even if you look at the top of the engine, it's coming from the distributor. Now the valve cover gasket seems pretty good. It doesn't look like it's been changed, but it isn't leaking, which is a good sign. But from the distributor, there is an O-ring there and also a few seals inside the distributor. And it's definitely leaking onto that belt housing underneath that black harness. I'm not sure if you can see that there. So yeah, today we're going to change the oil pan gasket because it's going to give us a good idea whether or not we need to remove the gearbox and change that remain. And hopefully this will stop most of our oil leak. Anyways, if you guys are familiar to the channel by the 79 content, well, you would have watched the last video and look, I'm changing the oil myself. Special treat for the 79 guys. On our way to Owen's, I'm going to stop by the liquor store, get him something nice. I know the 79 guys are really wanting to see this wheel. It's working really well. That's the one. Yummy, yummy. we're here at Owen's house. How you going, Owen?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good. This guy is the most Aussie Japanese guy I know.
Yeah, probably.
Annual trips to Japan and everything, and he's got all these really cool Jamie cars.
Yeah.
And he told me come take his headers, but I got him some Rocky gin.
Oh my god.
This is my favorite.
Thank you so much.
My favorite gin, best had with tonic water.
I said don't bring me anything now, look.
He said don't bring me beer. That's
yeah,
what he said.
yeah, no, okay, you're not wrong. I said don't bring me beer.
Tell me about this car.
It's a DC2 VTIR.
Yeah.
I bought it completely original, pretty much some minor bolt-ons. I did a few track days with it, with the C2, and it was just slow. This was full interior, AC, power steering.
Yeah.
It had the stock header, stock airbox even.
Yeah, right. It's even got the cage in there now.
Yeah, so it's
What cage is it?
it's just an AGI.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Bride seats. Are they the Caro mats?
Yeah, they
Genuine
are. They're
Caro mats.
genuine Caro mats, yeah. There's too many details to mention on this car. Real carbon fiber door cards. Everything's gutted where it can be gutted. Every bracket that's not being used is removed. I took the whole interior back to bare metal. Yeah, so it's got a complete Rye-Wire chassis harness, Rye-Wire engine harness. Yeah, IC7, WB1.
Awesome.
Everything you want.
So this one's the K-swap one, not the one that
not
I'm
the
really
one that we're
interested
here
in.
to talk about.
But tell me what happened about this. So engine was in there before. I'd say a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so car just got tuned.
Yeah.
And it had the K series kryptonite. So I wasn't there, so
Yeah, you
I
just sent
don't.
me a photo of
I
it.
don't
It's not-
actually know what happened, but my brand new ORC super single clutch got spanked.
Yeah.
Flywheel spanked.
Brand new.
So yeah, everything was literally brand new. The car's seen 0 Ks on the street,
yeah.
and here we are.
New crank as well.
New crank now. But the truth be told, B series gear ratios suck. The main reason you go K is not for the power, not for displacement. It's for the gear ratios you get from the box.
I do agree
And
with that.
I've got a freshly rebuilt box, 4.7 final drive.
Yeah.
It's got a JDM yard mechanical 1.5 way LSD.
Same as what the boys use in their time attack cars.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I questioned Jonas before purchasing it, saying, hey,
Yeah.
should I be going for a name brand or is your one good enough? And he said, it's good enough. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. That's right.
Yep.
So Owen's going to be competing with us in the D Series Cup, but that's going to be really exciting. And he's actually spent the past, I don't know, few weeks
Few weeks?
months.
No, a few months.
months.
Yeah.
sorting out his EK.
This car was absolutely the worst EK on the market.
Really?
And I paid a lot of money for it.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid 12 grand for this car
Why?
because it came with a lot of parts.
Oh yeah. Before we were talking about these wheels, I was really close to getting these wheels for my car. These are the Advan
RZ2, 15.8, 28. Same spec as like all the RPF ones.
Yeah. Actually, this video is about my new wheels.
Oh, there you go.
At the end of the video.
No wheels, we'll top these.
CE28s.
They're 3.8 kilos a wheel.
Yeah.
15.7,
30.
no, 28.
28.
Yeah, club racer. Yeah, home bracket, and
Yeah,
it's
nice.
also got the 36mm conversion for the
That
shaft.
clearance. Does it clear?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is some serious fitment.
It's also got Project Mu, what are they? They're just HC 800 pads.
Yeah. I saw you running that too in this
So
in the Civic.
this car is partially me taking advantage of the yen at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
So
Are they the N plus?
these are the N plus 999 racing pads. They're DC2R calipers, front and rear.
Yeah.
So the rear actually it's a larger disc for the DC2R, so you have to get a special conversion rotor, which you can get them from Dixel, or Spoon makes them. However, you can't get matching front and rear.
Okay.
So you buy these, they're from the UK, they're called RPB.
That's interesting. So this is, I guess, is a 280, a 260?
A 280 or something.
280.
No, it's not 280, but it's not the standard 260.
Oh, that is so clean.
Yeah. Don't let the outside fool you. So as clean as this looks, it's really a simple build. There's nothing crazy to it.
Still an unopened engine.
It's unopened engine, just
Yeah.
completely re-gasketed.
Yep.
It's got a eBay clutch, eBay flywheel,
Yeah.
eBay intake. It did have a eBay header. However, that does not made up to the new it
Didn't meet his standard.
it doesn't match up to the Kakamoto exhaust I
Yeah.
purchased. So.
Yeah. Is this the Ergo seat? What seat is this?
That's
This
a
passenger?
Ergo 2.
Yeah, I never knew the bolsters were so high.
Oh, sorry, no, it's not Ergo 2. That's why the bolsters are so high. It's a Bricks 2.
Bricks too.
Yeah.
Wow. I really like the high bolster still having like a reclinable function.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just sounds like a B series. In before D16. Great job, you've done a good job with the car. Thank you. Anyways, nice chat. It's a good catch up. It's been probably about a year. Last time I was with Kit in my RX-7.
Yep. St. Ives.
Yeah, we're out of St. Ives and pick up some parts for Kit's car. All right, we'll see you guys. Just getting stuck into it this afternoon, and huge thanks to Owen for these headers. They look really good, and I know they're probably just generic eBay headers, but man, they do look really nice. Much better than the old rusted OEM headers. Just really hoping it's going to be completely bolt-on, and I won't need to do any fab. Now, I would love to start this just to listen to the open header, but there's no oil in there, so let's get down to drop the pan and then we can prep it for a new gasket. All right, let's get this pan off now. It's very claustrophobic in here. All right. All right. It's Ollie. I'm working on getting this cleaned up and ready for the new gasket, but this gasket is completely caked on there, and I was trying all these different things. I was trying this knife. I had a little knife, and then I had a plastic, this is a trim removal tool. It really got nowhere. So what I ended up doing, and I was really surprised at how well this worked, but I made a little incision with the blade, and then I ended up using some pliers and then just rolling on the gasket itself, using the gasket to pull itself up. So I'm gonna try it now, and we might actually do this on the straight section. So I'm just gonna make an incision here again, just being careful not to score the pan. So what I'm gonna do is insert the pliers into that incision, and once we have part of the gasket, try to get most of it in there, I'm gonna start squeezing and then rolling the gasket onto itself. So let's see how this goes. So just rolling the gasket onto itself, and should start tearing it up as we go. So nice and firm pressure. And this is working so much better, much easier than spending hours scraping it off. Just using the gasket itself to pull itself off. And when it starts to slip, you might need to go again, but this is starting to slip a bit. There we go. So we got that length off just by doing that. And that surface is pretty clean. Still needs a bit of prep, but it is going to be a lot easier than cutting and scraping this surface. You really don't want to score this mating surface. I've just spent about an hour cleaning this up, and I've gotten as good as I'm happy with. It's not 100%, but the surfaces are mostly flat and most of the adhesive is off. So yeah, I've gone ahead and cleaned up the nuts and bolts for the oil pan as well. So now we're going to get on to replacing this gasket. Now I have chosen a genuine Honda gasket. I got this one from Jetting Yard, and I have also got some tree bond, 3-bond, and I think I just got this from Repco, to be honest. But Otherwise, I'm sure a bit of Permatex would be alright as well. Okay. Now, I know there are certain points that you're meant to be putting this gasket maker, but this pan has never really sealed that well. So I am going to add a bit more gasket maker than what I guess the manufacturer would recommend. But as far as I've read, the main surfaces you need to apply is these two grooves and also the corners. Alright, so it's set overnight and this morning we are going to get everything back together, put oil into the car and fit my new wheels. Now I'm so keen, just as keen as I hope you guys are, but what's left to do now is just to put I think it's like a transmission girdle which sits on top of the pan, put that back in and then fit my new headers, put my oil filter in already, so just fill it with oil and then it should be sweet. Hopefully no more leaks, but I'm very excited about the wheels. So just bear with me for a quick second, we'll get it all sorted and then we can put the new wheels on. Of course I forgot oil, so I just went to Super Cheap and I got myself some of this. $79. What an absolute bargain. Yeah, not sure what happened to the price of oil. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, not bad. Looks good. Looks really good. This is the moment I have been waiting for a long time. I always had this particular wheel in mind, in this color, in this offset and this sizing with the same tire size. And 3 weeks ago, my mates just sent me a message and say, look, these wheels just popped up for sale. It was the exact same wheel. And within 10 minutes, I rang the guy up. The next morning, I went and picked them up. I picked myself up another set of TE37s. These are the TE37 SLs. Now, I really love the simple look of TEs, and I know they are really overdone in the JDM community, but I just feel like it's perfect for my car. Now, this SL look, I still feel keeps the original TE37 concave look. A lot of the newer TE37s, the newer generations like the TE37V, the Sonic, they kind of take away from the original TE37 design. So I still feel like this SL in the 15x835 really does look quite clean and simple. Now I still want to maintain the black theme in the Civic. Unfortunately, these valve stems and also the red stickers are going to have to go. When I can get my hands on a set of the black and white, the original decals which sit, I think they got Volk Racing and Rays Engineering there. When I can get those, I will put them on the car. Actually, I'm going to get my mate Jonas to put them on the car if he'll do it for me. But, you know, these are just completely perfect. And what's even better, the timing of this all was, it was just perfect. You guys know about the D-Series Cup. and I have decided to compete in the unlimited class. I do have a crazy goal for this car around Londonham, and you know, in order for me to achieve that, I have to go for a more aggressive tyre. So I needed another set of wheels. So this is going to be, the T is going to be my street wheels, and I can use the decograms for the track. Now I'm going to get rid of the 88Rs, I'm going to sell them off, and I'm going to get myself a set of AO50s. And I'm hoping for a 55-second, maybe even a 54-second lap time at Londonham. I'm being super ambitious, I know, but you guys are going to hold me accountable. I will get to that lap time. I'm very excited about this. So guys, I'm going to get them on the car now, and let's see how it looks. Well, would you look at that, it is a completely different car. It started off being a $400 Civic, and it could have very well ended up in a wrecking yard. It was rotting away in someone's front yard, and it just goes to show a bit of TLC can bring something back to life. It can build you something that you're proud to drive, and I love this car. This is my idea of the perfect driver's car. Yeah, I'm really happy with the fitment of the wheels. I think the 35 offset was a good choice. I really didn't want to have any issues with guard rubbing, and there were only a few wheels I really considered. The spoon wheels in the 15x8, I think it's 30 offset. The up here fronts, which I've had twice, and also these T37s, and I'm really happy with this choice. I think it just suits this car. Well, what's next for the Civic? I'm actually on the way now to the boys at JDM Yard. I'm dropping the Civic off. They're gonna fit some new tie rod ends and then just do a wheel alignment, but the car's ready to go. The D-Series Cup on the 14th of May. I'll see you guys in a month's time. Thanks for watching.